Mantak Chia is a Taoist master, author, and global teacher, best known for his work on sexual energy cultivation, internal alchemy, and the multi-orgasmic male.
You know, Master Chia, I was just thinking today about our first conversation on London Real. I think it was 11 years ago. You were telling me that I need to sharpen my sword.
Now you get the penis out, hand go like this, you rub, 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 rub. You have to be sharpening it. When your tendon get longer 1 inch, your life extend 10 years.
Let's talk about the multiple male orgasm.
You don't have to ejaculation every time you make love. And that is the key. Orgasm and ejaculation is two different things. When you bring this arousal orgasm upwardly, it will increasing the brain power because sexual energy and the brain is the same energy. It can repair and fixing the organs. And that's why the healing part takes place. The sexual energy is the essence of life. It can be transformed back into life force. That is the key.
Master Chia, I want to talk about the Taoist path to female pleasure.
Women are sexual superior than men. Women can have many times arousal, orgasm, and ejaculation. Clitoris ejaculation, make love. Second, mysterious gate ejaculation and make love. Third gate is uterus orgasm. So women are slow, like water, take time to boil. But men like fire, boom.
Your dark retreats are very popular. Why is that important for people?
When you're in the dark, you don't see anything and you cannot talk. You have to be sitting there and look into yourself first. So the people in the dark room, they started to learn about their inner voice. The body talk to us and we don't listen to it. So oftentimes, a lot of people, after the dark room, they started to understand the body and they started to learn how to listen. You turn inwardly and you understand yourself and what problem you have.
The world is changing. Inspiration is everywhere. It has never been so easy to connect, share, and bring people together. We're learning from others and finding the best in ourselves. Challenging our beliefs. Sharing our vulnerability. Overcoming our fears. Transforming ourselves so we can transform the world. How far can we go? This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is... Hi, it's Brian Rose from London Real. You probably know that we've just recently been re-platformed on YouTube after 25 months completely in the dark. The truth is, I really need your help. What I really need you to do is click on that subscribe button right now, like this video, and maybe even leave a comment or share the link with friends. We're really fighting against an algorithm that's tried to keep us quiet for so long, and the more subscribers we have, the more people watch our content, the better guests we can bring you, the better content, and we can continue transforming lives. We've been doing this for 14 years now. I want to do this for another 14 years, but I really need your help. So click on that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, share this, and we're going to continue to bring you more and more great content. Thank you. This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is Mantak Chia, the Taoist master, author, and global teacher, best known for his work on sexual energy cultivation, internal alchemy, and the multi-orgasmic male. For more than 4 decades, you've taught millions of students how to transform their sexual energy into vitality, strength, and longevity, showing men that orgasm and ejaculation are not the same thing, and that mastering their distinction can radically change their physical, emotional, and spiritual lives. Your system blends ancient Taoist practice with modern understanding of the body, focusing on cultivating life force energy through breath work, internal circulation, and the microcosmic orbit. Over 10 years ago, you made your YouTube debut here with us and then went on to log over 10 million views on London Real. Today, your work is more popular than ever as men around the world search for real tools to improve their health, performance, and relationships. Master Chia, welcome back to London Real. It's truly an honor, sir.
So thank you so much, Brian. Okay. Very happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. You are now at the Tao Garden in Chiang Mai, which is in the north of Thailand, where you have all of your retreats. You do your dark house DMT work. You do all of your stuff up there. Is that right?
Yes, because here we have many, we have different kind of meeting room. And when we have dark room, we close the whole building. So it's totally dark and people can be staying there for 1 week. They have to be there for 1 week. They cannot be one day and get out. So when they go in, they say, you are commit yourself. If you really think you cannot stay here for 1 week, you better walk out, okay? But I also say, if you really cannot take it, you can walk out. But we never, I running this one not more than 30 years, and nobody walk out, you know.
Wow. And that darkness starts generating natural DMT, and you do it for a week, and you said nobody walks out. Nobody's left so far.
Yes.
That looks really challenging, super challenging. I think I've seen some video or something from some of your retreats there. And man, that sounds challenging because there you are in the dark. Obviously you can't read, you can't watch videos. You're just there, right? With your thoughts. So it's like an isolation. You're with a group though, right? But also you can't see anything.
Yes, right. So the whole key, the first thing is we say, hey, number one, you have to give up your telephone. Okay, that's the first step.
You have to give up your what?
Everybody pick up the mobile telephone.
Oh, right. Give up the telephone.
Give up.
Yeah.
Because they have to put it outside and say, okay, we put it outside in a box. If you really need to do it, you can walk out in the dark room and go out into the box to choose a telephone, but we don't have anybody do that.
You know, this therapy, this dark therapy has become popular in the last, 5 or 10 years. But you were doing this way back in the day before it became popular in the West, right? Even your master, I think, taught you how to do this even decades ago.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. I haven't done that yet, but that's something maybe we'll do. I think we're making plans right now for me to visit Master Chia in Chiang Mai with my 2 sons, and maybe we'll do that probably in the next 6 months. So that'll be super exciting. I always want them to meet you because even though they're maybe too young, maybe, to learn about sexual energy, I want them to be thinking about this. So when they get into their teenage years, they don't make all the mistakes that boys in the West make when it comes to their sexuality. Let me start with that, Master Chia. Yes. They're 8 and 9 years old. Is it too early for my boys to start learning about sexual energy?
Not at all, because nowadays, a boy are mature much faster. So that's why sometimes 10 or 11 years old, they already have sperm. They're already producing sperm already. So that when they're producing sperm, they have sexual arousal and all these things. So if they don't learn it, usually a lot of younger people, they ruin their brain because their masturbation, sometimes they feel so good and they do it all the time or every day. So in a Tao say, when they do the excess ejaculation, they empty the brain.
Okay. All right. So sooner than later would be smart.
Yes.
Okay. If I bring my boys to come see you, will you have a talk with them, Master Chia?
Oh, yes.
And we could do it together because I want to be a part of it as well. I think this is so important because Master Chia, I still remember when I grew up in San Diego, California, nobody taught me about my sexual energy. I was the kid with the Playboy magazine in the bathroom trying to figure things out. Nobody taught it to me, and it was confusing. We had sex education at school, but sex education didn't teach us about Taoist energy. All it did was show us the biology, but it didn't really teach us to have a relationship with our sexual energy.
Yes. Yeah. The younger we can. So this one we said, father had to talk to the son, mother had to talk to the girl, because it's just like father talk to son, man to man. Okay, and you give them some a knowledge which they will be not commit the same mistake.
Yes. I thought about that. Ever since I started learning about you and your practices, the first thing I thought was, I want to talk to my sons and get them to embrace your teachings early, because I think it's so very important. Also, these days, Master Chia, these young kids have access to porn, right?
Yes.
Now, I sat my boys down a couple months ago and I started asking them questions. Have you seen the porn? Are friends of yours talking about this? What's going on? And it seems like they really haven't been too exposed to it. A couple friends are talking about things. But can you tell me how access to that porn is changing young people's sexuality?
Because, you cannot stop that, because underground, this pornography is everywhere, okay? And the people you have, when they have the mobile telephone, they can always easily to access it. So the only thing is parents have to give them a guidance. Yeah, so that's why in the book we said, father will talk to the son.
Yes, it's my job. And the other problem is that they can accidentally find images in porn, or their friend shows it to them. So even when they're not looking for it, all of a sudden they see something that can be pretty shocking.
Yes. So that's why education them first, and they will start to have a preparation for that.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to do that. And I want to ask you later a little bit maybe about how porn is affecting the whole world and people in the West. You know, Master Chia, I was just thinking today about our first conversation on London Real. I think it was 11 years ago. And I remember the night before you came to my studio in London, I said to my team, I said, who is this guy? Are we going to talk about sex on London Real? I'm from America where we don't talk about sex, and I'm getting really uncomfortable about having you. And then you come on the show, and I remember at Master Chia, you were telling me that I need to sharpen my sword. You were showing me how to massage my organs, and you can watch my face, and I'm like this. I'm just shocked. I'm frozen. And I didn't know how to process all this information, because in the West, especially in America, we come from Puritans where we don't talk about sex and we try to ignore sex. And it's not a very healthy way. And so my first reaction to you was surprise, but then you became, I think, our most popular guest ever on London Real. Your content has been watched more times. We have one clip of you talking about male sexual energy that's been watched 7.6 million times. Our biggest, most viewed piece of content in our history. And I started learning about you. I had more conversations with you. I read your book, The Multi-Orgasmic Male, and I started to realize that you speak so much truth. I learned about your DMT, everything, and I was...
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
My mind was blown away. And so my question for you is, do you get this response from many people in the West where they're uncomfortable to talk about sexual energy?
Yes, when I when I teaching in the Switzerland, the people there are very conservation, and when I started over there, okay, everybody stand up, okay, and reach down, massage your testicle, and they just, but everybody stand up and do it, but the organizer said, Master Chia, the sex here, they are very conservative. They don't talk about it. I said, nothing wrong, but everybody doing that, So everybody get up and massage the testicle, and women massage the breast, and they do it, So they say, women when they take a shower, they take the clothes, or they put the clothes on, and they don't dare to see their own body. So that's how can you take a shower with that, Yeah. So but in the class, when everybody doing it, everybody follow, and they think that they after they learn it, they feel that, hey, I have to take care of my body, and my sexual organ is very important for my body,
Master Chia, how important is it to use your hands to massage your body? It seems like it's such a huge part of your practice to constantly and daily, because we're animals with these opposing thumbs, right? So we have this ability to massage our organs, whereas a horse and a cow and most animals can't do that. How important is it, and is it important to do daily?
Yes, so in the Tao practice, like women, they have milk. Every month, when before the egg mature, the body producing milk. They say they're going to have baby. So they're producing milk.
Okay.
And this milk usually causing trouble because nobody don't know what to do with it. So oftentimes the milk stuck in the breast and causing the breast problem. So in the Tao, the first thing, hey, woman, you are producing milk. That is the first food for the baby. So everybody have to learn how to massage the breast, transforming the milk back into life force. If you don't do it, it's stuck in the breast, and it don't go nowhere. It don't go anywhere. And now eventually, women have breast problem because the energy, the blood and the milk is like it made from blood, and that is it producing, and it don't go anywhere, so it's stuck there and causing trouble.
And that's for the women. What about the men? What is it important for men to do every day?
In the Tao, they say testicle is so important because testicle producing sperm and male sexual hormone. And in the Tao said, if you massage your testicle every day, you are strengthening, and they discover that testicle are so much involved with the brain. So when people have problem and they take the testicle out, the brain started to get problems. So the prostate gland and testicle, they're connecting together. So that's why Tao said, massage your testicle every day, and you're getting this, the sexual energy is changed into brain energy. And the West just recently also researched, they said, sexual energy and the brain energy are the same energy. So I said, so what did research for? So in the Tao, they say, hey, the sexual energy is the same like the brain. So if you have a practice to return the sexual energy up to revitalize the brain, and that is a very important part. So you have more brain because the sexual energy is the same. So they can strengthening the brain.
I remember, Master Chia, you once told me that when you want to write another book, then you channel your sexual energy, because that's where a lot of your creativity comes from. That's how you're able to produce all these things. And a lot of people heard that and they were confused because they think that sexual energy is for sex and everything else is for the other part of the world. But for you, they're linked. In fact, sexual energy is important in order to live a fulfilling life.
Yes, because sexual energy is a creating power, creating a human. Okay, so that's why in the Tao said, when we come to this world, we born to this world. So when we grow up, one the Tao said 1/3 of our life force is go to sexual energy, because sexual energy is all the energy. So in the Tao said sexual energy and the brain energy are the same. So you have a practice that return the sexual energy up to revitalize the brain, because the sexual energy and the brain are same energy. The West talk about that, but they don't have a practice. So that's why. So they have a procedure how to practice it, how to massage the testicle, and how to draw the energy up, because sexual energy the same as the brain. So if you can bring the sexual energy up, in the Tao said they have a channel from sexual energy up the coccyx cecum, up the spinal cord, up to the brain.
Yes, I want to talk about that pathway. The other thing you said to me on our first episode was you said, Brian, you have to sharpen the sword. And I'll never forget that, because I felt so uncomfortable. What is sharpening the sword, and why is it important?
Because the penis, the penis is we say that when you make love, it's a power of penetration. And that power, you have to be sharpening it. So that's why in the man, they have to learn how to massage, stretch the penis, because in the Tao state, the tendons, so all the body tendons are gathering here. And the penis is tendon, and it's a tendon. And they can expand and can longer. So the whole thing in the Tao is that you have to be stretch the tendon, because this tendon is connecting to all the tendon in the body, because that is a major tendon. So when you stretch the tendon, now this tendon gets stronger and longer. So they say in the Tao said, when your tendon get longer 1 inch, your life extend 10 years. That's a lot of years extended. So that's why the Tao said, hey, the exercise and massage and stretch your penis, because penis, the whole testicle and penis is a tendon and ligament. And they are connecting to all the whole body tendon. We have so many tendon everywhere, tendon and ligament. So when this one is shortened, it pull out all the other part getting shortened.
And when you sharpen the sword, is it 50 times one side and 50 times the other side, or how do you do that?
It's good. You 50 times is good. Usually we say do it 9, 18, or 36. So so they have to count. So they have a certain number to count. So they stress 1, 2, and they can see that this tendon pull, and because this tendon connecting to here, so when they have back pain, everything is this tendon too short and causing the back pain, because the tendon connecting to on the back here. So that's why when you stretch the tendon, all the other tendons started to get longer.
Wow. And every inch you add is 10 years of your life.
Yes.
It's funny, Master Chia, because these days longevity is the hot new trend, right? Everyone's talking about it. I've had guests on London Real for 10 years talking about longevity, guys like David Sinclair and a few others. But you and Tao has been talking about longevity for thousands of years, correct?
Yes.
And your practices all add many, many years to your life.
Yes, because like the sexual energy, if people cultivate the sexual energy, the life force creating sexual energy. But the sexual energy, when it produced, they're on the way of no return. They have to get out to creating another baby. And that is the mission of the sexual energy do. But when but the life force give energy to the sexual energy. So in the Tao said there must be a way you transform the sexual energy back to life force again. Okay? And this energy becomes your energy now. So that's why in the Tao said, transforming your sexual energy back into your life force.
Right. Okay. Now I want to talk about that. And we're going to first talk maybe about male, and then next I want to talk about female, because I don't want to forget the ladies that are watching. But let's talk about the multiple male orgasm, because I think it's important, because not only is it a way of having multiple orgasms, it's also a way of conserving your life force energy and to bring that sexual energy internally into your body and into your brain. Is that correct, Master Chia?
Yes. So in this world, we have like monkeyhood, nundyhood. So the whole purpose is there's no sex.
What is that again? We have what?
The monk,
the
and
monk.
the nun.
And the nun, yes. Okay, monk and nun, no sex.
They have no sex. Okay. And it doesn't mean they live long. Okay. And there are many studies about that. So and they have studied about the sperm that when they learn how to transforming or they control the sexual energy, the worm live longer. Usually they live 11 days. But when they cut off the one they're producing sperm and have them live on, they live longer. Yeah. And that is what the Tao talking about that. Because sexual energy, you can be transformed back. Because it's the life force that can be transformed back into life force again.
Wow. Talk to me about the multiple male orgasm. Most men think that this is some myth. They think it's some story made up by strange people and that it's not actually true. Because most men know orgasm to be ejaculation, and in their brain you cannot separate those two. How do you first try to explain this to people, Master Chia?
So the arousal, orgasm, and ejaculation. So arousal and orgasm. So we talk about orgasm and ejaculation is two different things. We can have, so in the Tao said, when you understand that we can have, we call Wali orgasm. Okay, you go up and you're coming down, not all, but you go up again. So because the sexual energy, when you is producing, it on the way of no return. But when you change the sexual energy to life force, now it becomes our life force. Because in the Tao said the essence, the sexual energy is the essence of life. And this essence of life is creating another human. So that's why it's the best energy. But the body producing it, and when they go to the way of no return. So when the body producing the sperm, they have to get out. So in the Tao way, they're coming back. They say, how can I return this sexual energy? I transform this sexual energy back to life force. So it's a whole procedure of, because it's the best energy you have. Okay, and you're not going to have so many babies. Okay, and that's why when a lot of time people have 1 or 2 children, they still make love, and they still have ejaculation. But in the Tao said, when you learn how to conserve sexual energy, so they have a timetable that you don't have to ejaculation every time you make love, and that is the key. And they're talking about a multi-orgasm. We call 7 and 8. It's just like when you feel arousal or orgasm. Arousal is the gland system. Okay, the nipple and all the gland system activate. And orgasm is the organ energy coming up. So gland system give the best energy, and the organ give the best energy is orgasm. So gland system, organ system combine together have the best of the best energy because they think you're going to have baby. So having a baby is very human is very intelligent, and that's why the energy that how much the parent passing down to the next generation is depending on the sexual energy part. Yeah. So that's why in a making love, we call the rule of the heaven, because we have to multiply, we have to have children and multiply the world. And that is what we do. We are successful doing that, So totally the world is so many children now, many people now.
This is why, Master Chia, it's so important that I teach this to my sons.
What the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals: a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals. And that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week. And for me, that was huge, because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space, and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
Because I learned to have my first orgasm and ejaculation when I was locked in the bathroom with a dirty magazine, trying to do it as fast as possible so I wouldn't get caught by my parents, right? And that's how I learned to do something that I would then do for another 20 years. And that's a terrible way to learn about your sexual energy and your orgasm and your ejaculation, because I'm not thinking about it, I'm not prolonging about it, I'm not controlling my sexual energy, I'm just trying to do it as fast as possible. And this is not the right way to learn this, is that correct?
Yes, because we call quickie set. Very quick, and that's it. But this making love is, in the Tao say, is the heaven and earth come together. Man and woman come together. And that is the, so when you're making love, all this sexual energy that making love is a very, very powerful healing power. So that why in the Tao, they have, we call the 8 benefit. What the sexual energy when you make love, and when you come to one level, when you feel highly arousal, orgasm, you rest and you bring this, the 7 and 8 power is the best energy of the best that you have, and you bring this arousal orgasm upwardly, okay? And it will, number one, it will increasing the brain power, because sexual energy and the brain is the same energy. And now this sexual energy, when you return it back, it can repair and fixing the organs. And that's why the healing part takes place.
You keep saying 7 and 8. What do you mean by that, Master Chia?
7 and 8, that means 7 and 8, that means arousal, orgasm, the energy is just right. But when you go up to 9, you're too close to ejaculation, and that is ejaculation.
Right.
So that's why 7 and 8 is, they have to know, okay, I feel so. So in the Tao said, 7 and 8 is the best energy already, okay? And after that, you pass to the 9, that's too close to ejaculation, and it will ejaculation. So the energy, when we can harvest this energy, is the 7 and 8. That means you feel arousal, you orgasm, but you in control. And that is the best energy, because you feel so highly arousal, orgasm, but you in control. But you go to 9, no control, and that is ejaculation.
Right, okay.
And you lose the energy.
Right, so if you're not sexual and not aroused and anything, you're probably walking around at a 1. If you're having an ejaculation, you're at a 10. And Master Chia is saying you want to be in this 7 or 8 area here, where it's close but in control. And then what you want to do is harness that energy and get that energy throughout your body and up to your brain. And if you're
because
a man,
that is the energy creating us.
Right.
So it can fixing and repairing us.
Right. And so if you're a man and you want to tap into this incredible source of energy and creativity and longevity and everything, you want to find a way to harness this sexual energy. And tell me, Master Chia, is the best way for a man to do that to learn how to be the multi-orgasmic male? Because going on that journey will teach you how to control that. Is that right?
Yes, because multi-orgasm, you have, so they have few ways to do it. You have, in a Tao set, when you have the orgasm, you harvest the orgasm upward. That's one time. And you make love again, and you have arousal orgasm, and you multiply this, and the sexual energy is multiplied, okay? And you harvest them again. So that's why you can, so in the olden time, they call healing love, because the making love, and you bring this arousal orgasm energy to any organ that you need to heal, and that it will fixing and repairing itself. So you call healing love and the 8 benefits.
Okay. All right. And look, I don't want to get into all the details of the practice. If you want this, you need to go visit Master Chia in the Tao Garden or one of his workshops. But as I remember, one of the most important unlocks to the multi-orgasmic male was learning to control your PC muscle, Master Chia. And this is the muscle that men use to stop urinating, right? It's that muscle you use if you need to stop urinating. And I remember when I read one of your books, you said most men have very weak PC muscles, but if you practice tensing that muscle, you can build it strong. And then what you do is you use that muscle during sex, and that allows you to start holding, I guess, the ejaculation and building the sexual energy. Is that right?
Yes, because the PC muscle is on the base here, and it controls the penis and the prostate gland and the testicle. So that's why in the Tao, they always learn how to contract anus and the PC muscle. So anus and PC muscle is right on the base. If you're strengthening this one, you have control of your sexual organs and sexual energy.
It's powerful. It's very powerful. And someone can learn that. How long does it take you to teach someone how to do that if they've never tried it before?
We have, teaching all the healing love is in the 2 days. And we're going to have a longer practice that's going to be the basic and healing love 1 week. That's what we have next year that we have that. Yeah. So we have the more longer part of the healing love practice. And the whole key is that sexual energy can be transformed back into life force. That is the key.
Okay.
And it makes you healthier, stronger, and don't get sick easily.
You don't get sick. Okay, gotcha. And while you're having these orgasms, you pull this energy kind of back to your back and up your spine and then into your head. And I think you even teach to swirl it around your head and start to bring it into your brain and heal all of your organs. That's the kind of practice that you teach.
Yes. Because the sexual energy is the best because they're creating us. So it can fixing and repairing us, the same energy.
How many orgasms do you think is something that someone should aim for as a man, and how long is that sexual experience for? If people are used to having sex for 3 minutes and 1 orgasm ejaculation, are you trying to get people to think about 30 minutes or 60 minutes and like 10 orgasms? Or what do you think is optimal, or what do you think is something to shoot for?
The thing is that when the people understand it, they can have multi-orgasm. And depending on, and also depending the partner also, okay? Right. Because when you have too long, and the partner sometimes have to be working together as a team because you're making love. Yeah. So when the multi-orgasm, the man have orgasm, and women also have orgasm. So women have orgasm is easier. So women can have multi-orgasm very easy. But men, you can have many orgasms, and when you ejaculation, it finished. That means the penis, the body build up a mechanical, that means the hormone to make the penis soften down because there's no sperm. So the body needs time to recover and to build sperm again. So they take time to do that.
And for men, so I'm 54 years old. You're, you look 60, but I think you're maybe 80 something. How many times should we be ejaculating every month? And the older you get, you should do it less in order to conserve energy. Is that right?
Right. In the Tao said, we need ejaculation. Okay, but we have to control according to the age. So the age, like younger person, they can have ejaculation more. And when you get older, your ejaculation, you have make love, and they have a number in there. So you make love how many days.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside, I view, is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
And ejaculation 1, according to the age. But you can have many times of sex, but not ejaculation. And the time when you come, say, okay, tonight I can ejaculation. Now you feel that at least you conserve enough energy because sexual energy is our life force. So when you conserve this energy, the first thing, you increase the brain power and increasing the healing power inside your body.
I'm telling you, if you're a man and you're listening to this, you need to pursue this, right? You have to. And I'm sure the first time I heard about this, first of all, I was uncomfortable and didn't want to talk about it. Then I was skeptical. Then I was dubious. And then the more I got to know Master Chia, the more I realized this man is the truth. Master Chia, I'm telling you, you're probably one of our most powerful guests we've ever had on this show. And you're top 5 for me for changing my life. And I think as a man, you need to master and be able to tap into your sexual energy. If you want to do great things in your life, if you want to be a great leader, a father, or a great creator, if you want to make money, if you want to write books, if you're not connecting with your sexual energy.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.
Most people will never see this opportunity. Dubai luxury transformation projects have historically delivered 40 to 90% annual returns. That is incredible. These were once reserved only for insiders with access. I spent 15 years on Wall Street and I learned this. The biggest returns always go to the people who get the call first. Now, you finally can. We've just received a brand new project with major upside potential. Allocations move fast. Click the link, apply now, and speak to my team. This is your chance to see what others never will.